So this is our backlog for the demonstration purposes that we gonna use today. So you can see here test case automation, that's the name of the backlog, and it is having three user stories. Today our aim is to basically generate the test cases for all these user stories without any manual work, and like with the help of our solution that we have built. And for the purpose, what we will do, we will quickly take the production URL link for the application. So this is the link. I'll just simply copy it and we'll go to the browser, and let me just put the URL here. So now this is the form. As you can see, it is asking you to basically enter two things. One is backlog URL, one is project key. So I'll again go back to my backlog and I'll copy the URL from here and we'll paste it here simply. Now the project key. So since I'm working on this project test case automation, I'll click these three dots in project settings. I can find the project key, that is a story. I'll copy it. I will again go to the form and then paste it and then simply submit it. And now my work is done. I just have to wait for a couple of minutes for the mail to arrive on my mailbox, which will be having the test case document fully created for all the user stories, and it will be in a .csv format. So just have to wait for a couple of minutes, guys. So while we are waiting for the mail to arrive, let me just quickly tell you the relevance of capturing the project key. Yeah, in our basically why we provided the project key as an input in the form. So let me again go back to my backlog. So yeah. So if you see here in my backlog, this is one Jira instance, but yeah, you can see here there are like two projects that I have created. I'm currently working with test case automation, but here there is one more project which is having like seven user stories. And similarly, like in our organizations, this is how it happens. Like there is one Jira instance and it can have like 50 backlogs. So how will the system know that for which particular backlog we want to generate the test cases? And for that purpose only, like we need a unique identifier. And we are using here in our workflow that project key as a unique identifier. So that's why we have captured the project key or taken it as an input from the user. So now quickly go back to the mailbox and check whether we have received our test cases or not. So yeah, this is my mail ID, and as you can see here, like with the header test cases, I have received the email with test case document as an attachment. So let me just quickly open it for you and let me download it and then open it for you guys. Yeah, okay. So yeah, like we have received the document and we have successfully opened it. Let me just quickly do simple reformatting so that it is more readable. Yeah. Okay, guys. So like if you remember, like we had three user stories in our backlog, right? So let's quickly validate whether we have got the results for all the three user stories or not. So let me just quickly put a filter on this Excel file and let me check. Yeah, okay. So we have got the results for all the three user stories, one, two, three. Okay. And if we just do a deep dive, so you can see for story one, test case two, test case three, test case four, five. Yeah, similarly for story two, it has generated several test cases. Similarly for story three, it has done the same. Yeah. Now, one thing to notice here, like it is having all the important information that any test case document contains: test case, priority, precondition steps, expected results. Yeah, these are the must. But other than that, what extra you are getting here is the gap analysis and recommendation that the system is generating automatically based on its analysis. So guys, like as I was telling you about the gap analysis and recommendation. So we have built this model so intelligently, and these models are so intelligent, workflows are so intelligent that like now they can analyze your requirements in detail, can do the deep dive in those requirements, can analyze them, and basis on that, while creating the test cases, it can also do the gap analysis for you and can see whether and can generate the recommendation so that you can fix it right there. At many times we have seen that once the testing is completed, there are issues that gets caught during UAT or in the production actually. So to avoid those situations, if if you go down and see like for these test cases, or basically these steps, the system didn't find any need to generate gap analysis or recommendation. These are well-defined test cases and steps and everything. But if you go down, right, see for this particular test case, it has generated the gap analysis as well as the recommendation. So it is telling you that like what it feels is missing from your test case and what you can do to fill this gap. Yeah. Now it could be a case that like you might find this information irrelevant. That is completely fine. Yeah. Like system is just providing you a helping hand. If you think that these recommendations are not basically you don't need to implement these, simply ignore them. And through this demonstration, I hope you get an idea that like how much efficiency these solutions can provide to your teams, right? So if we particularly talk about this solution, your QA's efficiency can definitely increase by 50 to 60%, right? Like we have seen that to do the work of so there were three user stories. So for those three user stories, if someone has to write the test cases manually, they might take at least 2 to 3 hours to completely understand, analyze it, and then see whether they have written it correctly or not. But now that work has been done just like less than 5 minutes. Now your QS can simply put some other 15-20 minutes to review these test cases and make sure that these are as per the expectation. Yeah, so these things will really be helpful when you are working on big size projects, right? Where you will be having hundreds of user stories. At that time, you will definitely realize the efficiency that you will gain in terms of work. So yeah, thank you.